welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about the most expensive rubies in the world. 10. Important Ruby and Diamond Ring by Cartier. What better way to start with a piece from one of the most influential names in the world of jewelry, Cartier? Weighing an impressive nearly 30 carats, this ruby is in a weight class that is very exclusive for the source, Burma. Furthermore, this gem possesses a richly saturated, homogeneous color that is typical of fine-quality rubies from this famous locale. This exceptional ruby is set in a ring from one of the world's most prestigious jewelry houses, Cartier. A gem-quality, unheated Burmese ruby of 29.62 is extraordinarily rare and distinguishes this gem as being uniquely significant. 9. Ruby and Diamond Brooch by Cartier. The second entry on this list by the famous Cartier, but what an entry it is! The ruby possesses extraordinary characteristics and merits special mention and appreciation. The ruby exhibits a saturated and vivid red color, combined with a fine purity and a very attractive cutting style. The tiny inclusions found by microscopic inspection represent the hallmarks of rubies from the classical ruby mines in Mogok Valley in Burma, Myanmar. Well known for its wealth in gems since historic times, its saturated red color, poetically also referred to as pigeon blood red, is due to a combination of well-balanced trace elements in this gemstone, characteristic for the finest rubies from Mogok. The ruby has been spared exposure to heat treatment, and its clarity and color are thus all natural. A natural ruby from Burma of this size and quality is very rare, and thus can be considered a true treasure of nature. 8. The Graph Ruby. One ruby that is most definitely has not been overlooked is the Graph Ruby, but it is hard to ignore a gemstone that broke the world. Record price on two separate occasions. It originally came up for auction in February 2006 at the Christie's sale in Geneva. When it was set in a Bulgari mount, it was bought by famed jeweler Lawrence Graff for $3.6 million, who then renamed the stone after himself. The stone was reset in a more contemporary mount before being sold ruby privately. The ruby was then offered at auction in November 2014 and was bought by none other than Lawrence Graff, who paid another world record price of $8.6 million, and as far as is known, it is still part of the Graff collection. 7. Superb Diamond Ruby Ring by Fady. Now we are getting to the really expensive rubies, as this 10.05 carat, untreated Burmese ruby sold for over $10 million in 2016. The previous owners certainly wanted to add as much provenance as they could to this stunning stone, as it was accompanied by reports from three of the world's leading gem labs, GIF, Gubelin, and SSEF, who accompanied their report with an appendix that contained the following statement. 6. Impressive Ruby and Diamond Ring by Bhagat. Just missing out on the top 5 is the very impressive 13.26 carat, untreated Burmese ruby. The ring is a unique design, whose taste may not be for everyone, but the centerpiece is certainly spectacular, and the accompanying 10+ carats of top-quality diamonds aren't bad either. The 13.26 carats ruby is an extraordinarily large gem from these famed Burmese mines and possesses a combination of outstanding characteristics. It displays a homogeneous and richly saturated color, which typifies the finest of these gems. In addition, this remarkable gemstone has been spared of thermal treatment, making this ruby a truly unique rarity. And SSEF, who accompanied their report with the following. 5. Spectacular Ruby and Diamond Ring. The first entry on the list is a spectacular ruby and diamond ring that is the newest entry in the list. The natural ruby possesses extraordinary characteristics and merits special mention and appreciation. The described gemstone exhibits an impressive size and weight, combined with a well-saturated color and a very pleasant antique cushion shape. Natural rubies from Burma of this size and color represent a great rarity, a very exceptional treasure of nature. 4. An exceptional ruby and diamond ring. The only unnamed ruby on the list, and there is not much history surrounding the stone, but as the title suggests, the ruby in this ring is truly exceptional. The report from the American Gemological Laboratories says that the clarity is remarkable for a ruby of this size. This ruby flew under the radar due to it not breaking any records, but it is very deserving of its position as the fourth most expensive ruby ever sold at auction. 3. The Jubilee Ruby. The Jubilee Ruby is a stunning 15.99 carat, oval-cut, untreated Burmese ruby. When the ruby was offered for sale at Christie's, New York in 2016. The ruby has a remarkable size and weight of 15.991 and exhibits an attractive vivid color, combined with fine purity. The inclusions found by microscopic inspection represent the hallmarks of classical ruby mines in the Mogok Valley in Burma, Myanmar. Well known for its wealth in gems since historic times, its attractive vivid red color is due to a combination of well-balanced trace elements in this gemstone, characteristic for the finest rubies from Mogok. In addition to these qualities, this ruby has been spared exposure to heat treatment, and its clarity and color are thus all natural. A natural ruby from Burma of this size and quality is very rare, and thus can be considered an exceptional treasure. 2. The Crimson Flame Ruby. When the Crimson Flame Ruby sold in December 2015, it became the most expensive ruby per carat in history, beating the record set earlier in 2015. The ruby possesses extraordinary characteristics and merits special mention and appreciation. The ruby shows an impressive size and weight, combined with a vivid red color and an attractive cutting style. The inclusions found by microscopic inspection represent the hallmarks of classical ruby mines in the Mogok Valley in Burma, Myanmar. Well known for its wealth in gems since historic times, its vivid and saturated red color, poetically referred to as pigeon blood red, is due to a combination of well-balanced trace elements in this stone, characteristic for the finest rubies from Mogok. A natural ruby from Burma of this size and quality is very rare, and thus can be considered an exceptional treasure. 1. The Sunrise Ruby. The Sunrise Ruby is the world's most expensive ruby, and for just over 6 months, it also held the title of highest price per carat before being beaten by the Crimson Flame. The 25.59 carats ruby described in the above-mentioned Guilin Gem Lab report possesses a combination of outstanding characteristics. It displays a homogeneous and richly saturated pigeon blood red color, which typifies the finest of these gems. The depth of color, combined with a high clarity and brilliance, all contribute to the beauty of the gem. The shape and finely proportioned cut provides vivid internal color reflections. In addition, this remarkable gemstone has been spared thermal treatment. So please share your thoughts on this video in the comments section. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon for all the latest updates. See you soon in another video. Thanks for watching.